I believe we've started. It's always hard to tell. Let's see. I'm so far behind on the indexing, but I've caught up a lot. Come on. Boom. Done. Okay, there we are. Okay. So yeah, we are, don't do that. Why the hell not? I'm finishing up just picking up some things to sell because I'm almost completely out of inventory. Again, this is crazy. I'd take you on a shopping trip, but that's no fun for anyone but me. And even sometimes not me. I wonder why that's going up in price. I don't touch rings or I'd buy that. I didn't mean to undercut that guy, I just hadn't checked. Alright. Let me just pop the last thing up to replace what was just sold, and then we'll get on our way. Actually, that's what I thought. Okay, so that was a Dreadbox. Has any more Dreadbox? No. Cornflower, Denara, Kuda, Lady Smock. Mudcrab, bitch. We do not have mudcrab. Okay. Alright, let's move on out to the east side. That's moving on up, not moving on out. Thanks for the follow from Volok's Boz. That's a name for you. So since the cow stuff went off yesterday, I don't have to worry about going to anybody's houses that are problematic. So let's go to Hell House, Avernus, Hakkvild, High Hall. The reason why is I'd like to start with somebody who has a lot of houses up. I'd like to start with the rarer ones so I can leave open the others for other people who use the non-rare ones. This sounds like it's going to be a scary start. Itchy nose! So I posted something on the forums this morning, which is kind of amusing. I did I posted a whole thread of things that are silly that I've run into in ESO. So there's a lot of that. So let me just get the contests for you. Let me entertain you. The next date of any import is the 25th. So you don't need to worry about anything until then. Hell House, Avernus welcomes you to Hell House. Let me edit this to remove the glorious golden cows, which has since ended. And there we go. Okay, so here we are. We are in a Hell House. Ooh, stripy eyes. You can do fun things with this statue from the Lux vendor, Kragenhome style. All sorts of silly eyes and stuff. Okay, that's spooky. Light bloom out the Jesus, however. Thanks for the light bloom. Not this person's fault. It actually is part of the house. Lots and lots of these red fiery lights. It does add to the Hell House feel, doesn't it? So, I did enter the farms for DDA, and interestingly enough, I did also enter I can't enter Summer in Tamriel because I'm helping judge that, but and unique antiquity. I didn't think I was going to enter it, but I went through my list yesterday of, wow, holy crap. That's a lot of money. Each one of those is like 100 grand plus. Unless they farm them themselves. That's insane. Wowzers. That's certainly impressive. It's more of these than I ever imagined. I wasn't going to enter the other one. I'm not even going to answer you because of you calling him my boyfriend. I hate him. And you know it. And it actually kind of bothers me because of how much I hate him that you make that reference. Political conversation with Griff. Anyway. So yeah, wow, impressive. Super impressive. I can't even believe it. I wonder if they bought them off the Crown store because... Can you get them off the Crown store? I don't even know. Because that's kind of crazy. Oh, God. Heads on hooks. Ugh. Got the gruesome right down. This is pretty good for a scary house. I gotta give you that. Oh, look at the fire in the eyes. That's well done. I'm a firebanekin. Wow, you have a lot of dead creepy shit, don't you? I tried to not buy the dead creepy shit, but they certainly do offer a lot of it to us, don't they? It's kind of hard to miss. Let's see if there's anything up on the ramparts, but that's, like, awful. Eee, blood! Anything up on said ramparts? No. This is a nice view of the whole thing, though, isn't it? Creepy, creepy, very, very creepy. Creepy, creepy, eat them up, yum. Let's not eat them up, yum. Alright. Let's go to Clockwork for a moment. I has reasons. Sorry, I just got an email from Jedmatch telling me they were hacked and they took the site down. That's great. Alright, so the reason why we're here is because Stabby needs things. I think. I don't know if I need this anymore. I may not. But, I do need cloth, jewelry, and wood. No. We can do Kragenhorns because Kragenhorns give us things other than that. Kragenhorn. That's it. Cloth, jewelry, and wood. We'll do a Western Skyrim. That might be enough. Alright. So, it all depends on when you guys show up. I may not end up doing those Kragenhomes after all. We'll see. We'll see what I do. I don't really need to do this. If I wanted to, I could just buy the mats, but the way that I look at it is that it gives me another thing to use to explore. Now, Morthal is a decent place to hit up anyway for stealing, and right now, of course, we want to steal as much as possible from Morthal because of the fact that it has all the new stuff. Now, I would normally go and break into all the houses that are, you know, available, and I would also kill all the people who are available, but I'm not going to do that right now because we have other things to do. But what I am going to do is make some food because I'm out of everything for selling. Okay. Then I'm going to call out a zombie again and give back the stuff because I'm feeling wishy-washy. I'm not going to do the Kragenhomes. And I'm not going to do Enchanter. I might just do the Clothier and the Wood in Western Skyrim if I do anything. But Morthal and Dragonbridge are the ones that I think are worth your time. Now, that's not counting, you know, underneath. And I also don't waste my time with the little, you know, the little containers or like the barrels and whatnot. I probably should, but I've just never had the patience for it. Because they so rarely are anything that I don't have patience for it.
Why don't you go down? Spend time with others.
Yes, Freeland. Keep talking to your mom while I rub you all blind. Because I'm a horrible person, obviously. Everyone knows that. Stabby is horrible. I hate the architecture in these homes. Look at how stupid this architecture is. It just doesn't give you enough room to do much of anything. I'm just thieving in general. I'm gonna pick some things up, and so I figured I might as well steal while I'm out here. I need stuff for the crows generally. So that's why I'm picking up a lot of utensils and things. But generally, I like to just hit places up every so often. Eat them up, yum. When we get a few more viewers, I'll go out to another house. But for right now, I like to steal. It's really good. Once you've done the quests in the Jarl's house, the Jarl's Hall, then there's only guards on the 3rd floor or the upper floor, and you can steal like crazy down here. I'm a fan of stealing like crazy. Stealing, Stabby is stealing. Eat them up, yum. I don't know what song that is. I'm making it up as I go. Another shitty night sleeping, though, I'll tell you that. For the most part, Grant wasn't too bad. He was, this guard is the only guard you have to worry about. And I'm gonna leave the box because of that. I don't want to deal with it. He had me up a bunch of times, but they were at least one was kind of legitimate because he was out of food. The rest of the times was he really just wanted me with him. And it's hard for me to get too upset with him when he has what, you know, he's in pain. So what do I do, you know? I'm not going to give him a hard time because he's in pain. But it's unfortunate because I'm not sleeping well and it's leaving me cranky. And then what happens is that Gran will wake me up around 5. That's his MO. He wakes me up about 5. That's when he wants me to sit with him while he's eating. Now, this is a specifically Maine Coon thing to do because they are pack animals. They're not like regular cats who are solo and don't really give a shit. They're actual pack animals. Like goats want to be with other goats and lions want to be with their pride and whatnot. Well, it's the same thing with Maine Coons. They want to be with their people. So I'm his people, and he wants me to eat with him. And a lot of times he won't even eat until I start eating, and it's just the weirdest thing. But that's just the way he is, so it's hard to get too mad at him. Now, the other one couldn't give a shit less because he's not a Maine Coon, but this one, it's going to be hard when I lose him because he's such a social beast, you know? I'm going to miss him. But he's still around. He's still alive. Toughy tuna, I tell you. Looks okay. The vet said he still had fluid in his chest cavity, but honestly, he's on so many diuretics that it's a balance at this point between fluid in his chest cavity and starving to death, because diuretics remove the ability for you to absorb certain nutrients from your food. So if we overdo it, he'll absorb no nutrients from his food and he'll die of malnutrition, or he'll have so much fluid in his lungs that he won't be able to breathe. So it's somewhere in between there we have been playing with. We used to do this with his brother too. And it's obviously working because we've kept him alive for a year, and we kept his brother alive for 7 months past where they're supposed to have lived. So whatever we're doing with the trying to balance it out is working. In fact, our regular vet told us that. They were like, you know him better than we do at this point, so you don't need to call us and check with us about like what changes you want to take to his medication, because at this point it doesn't really matter. So just trust your instincts, because your instincts are really good. And if you feel like changing it, change it. And so we do that, and then they tell us to just let us know how much we need. So we've been adjusting it based off of our observations of him. And so I guess it's basically us keeping him alive this long, but certainly the vets are helping, but it's our feeling about him. And honestly, like, probably more mine than anything, because Andy defers to my feelings about this. So it's nice. It's nice to have that kind of control and not have to fight with your vet about whether or not something needs to be changed or not. So they trust us. All right, let's go to another house. So that's a nice feeling. Barry Bell, Clockwork Nature, Ald Velothi. Barry Bell. So yesterday I was doing a whole bunch of indexing. So I have 2 episodes up that weren't up before with indexes, which means on the forums and also on Discord. I end up indexing for each location of the tape or the recording, like, 2 minutes in, 4 minutes in, whatever, what house I'm looking at and what the theme is. Oh, pretty. So that you can, Clockwork Nature, so that you can if you just have an interest in one thing, you can simply go to that one thing. I like how glowy it is, and I'm glad we came here at night. Good use of the tri-cornered altars, too. I'm not really sure what to do with it myself. Speaking of, I did, in fact, update. Oh, that's well done. I bet you can get up there by the crystals. Or the thing next to the crystals that looks like a ramp. I'm so dumb. That's really pretty. I like this berry. Yeah, I updated my Coldharbour, and I'll show it to you guys because I'm going to adjust it a little bit. But I updated my Coldharbour to enter the unique antiquity contest. Ooh, this is so magic-y and pretty. Look at how they made this desk. That is a really smart way. All you had to do was take some brass from Clockwork and stick it in the corner, and you have a desk. It's a wall desk. My ex-husband used to have one like that. I don't know if he got rid of it or not. I think he didn't really like it. That's EHT right there, that painting. Which is something you can do, and you should remember you can do it, because this obviously goes better with the colors. Same with this picture. It's also an effect. Toilet. And then, once again, that poor, whatever the hell it is. What is it? A bust. I don't know whose it is. But he's always getting pooped and peed in. Lots of good uses of antiquities. Now remember, for the unique antiquity contest, you have to, by the way, this is a really good way of blocking off this house so that it's not just one big open space. Yeah, that's true. How's it going? Interesting. They've added some sneaky back here. Another one of these. Ah, these are protective, I suppose, here. Protecting the treasure. So yeah, for the unique antiquity, just remember that you can only use one antiquity, but you can use as many of that one antiquity as you want. So I've used 2. This is really neat. Someone who's smarter than me would use that. The Spell Scar Shard really can do amazing shit. If you wanted to do an entire house like that, that would be... Oh, I'm sorry. Nobody likes that expense. Oh, that's so cute. Look at the mud crab playing in there. Let me get some light. You might want to add a little more light just to here, because the mud crab is too cute and people could miss it because of the lighting being a little too dim. But that's adorable. And especially right now when times are hard because of jobs being lost, you know? Yeah. So this was really cool. Thank you, Barry. I enjoyed this. This is a fun little expedition. Yeah, we have to go back to Eben Mouse's Moonsugar. I missed something. So we'll go back there later today. I can't believe I just did the one other thing. Okay, Ginger Snap, Glorious Golden Cow, Grand Psijic. Now we can go to the Glorious Golden Cow now because the contest was yesterday. And I know some of you have seen these. I didn't. I had work yesterday. I had work things to do, so I wasn't able to. Hey, Fiendish. So they're not all going to be cow related, but this one is certainly going to be cow related because of the fact that I didn't see it. So I apologize for those of you who did. But, oh, how pretty. Lots of floral and really well done gardening. Formal gardening with lots of blooming petals. It's just gorgeous. The formal gardenings, you know, topiaries and whatnot. What's this? This must have already been started to be taken apart. How odd. hope it isn't already removed, Ginger. At least, hopefully most of it's here. Certainly the gardening is. Oh, that's a cute way of using that. The Wilkins stones. This is really pretty, though. Alright, let's see if she put anything over here. Looks like not. But I hate to make assumptions, and I see a griffin over there. Is that a griffin? No. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look how cool. Everybody's here waiting for him. That's beautiful. Did she make wings out of wheat? She did. Wow. So she took the bull statue, used it as the body, added more golden wings with the grain. She's got a banner in the background floating, so it looks like a floating cloak. She got the moo head, Barlow lights, flowers around his neck, and then the background of the portal is this blue, those blue vine thingies. Blue vines, blue undaunted things. This is stunning. I certainly didn't expect anything really like this. I expected people to do things that were humorous, but this is beautiful. Hi, Mirthberry. I honestly didn't expect it. I'm really, really impressed, Ginger. I shouldn't be, because Ginger is really good. And she often watches this stream, so I hope she catches it and knows that I'm really impressed by that. Super, super neat. Really cool stuff. Let's see if there's... I'm glad I walked over there. I almost didn't. I was like, I don't know if I should go over there or not. I don't know if there's anything over there. Yeah, there was. Where's my... Oh, I guess I don't have any on me. I think you want to go to the bank again. We'll pop some things out. Alright, so I don't think there's anything else. That has to be it. But let's pop our heads in if we can. Just to be sneaky and see if there's something else in here. Oh, she closed it off. Smart. She kind of closed it off. Alright, yeah, she's not done yet. Alright, that was cool though. Super impressed. Alright, Lulu's Sweetie Pie. Domus Frosticus. I always have to say it that way. It's a requirement. I'm always in a better mood when Tuesdays are over. Because Tuesdays are my meeting days. And they stress me out. Because I never know until the last minute whether or not I'm having a meeting. And then I start feeling bad about work. And whether or not I've done enough of it. And blah, blah, blah. All sorts of, like, anxiety. Oh, pretty. Oh, so many pretties today. So this is Lulu's Sweetie Pie. With a beautiful domus. You know, you could do a lot with this garden. This garden is underrated. This is lovely little tableau over here, right? It's like stuff going on with movement. The petals are moving, the lights are moving, the pets are moving. It's a really good move. A combination of movement and just beautiful colors and lights. Really talented use. And this is what I mean. Like, this garden wraps all the way around. So if you're interested in a garden and you're out of them, Domus is something to consider. Because you can do stuff with it. Alright, so we've got a nice kitchen. Stuff in the cubbies, pleasing. A cake. And a fish tank. Okay, so to mock the, I guess, to mimic the lights, the water movement, they've got the Rothana back there. They've got a little bit of smoke, and they've got a Telvanni lamp in the corner to make it look like it's water movement. You can do things like that. Look at the cool cabinet work in the background. That's so subtle. I think those are the Imperial ones. It's just set into the wall underneath it. They've made it an entire wall piece rather than just a, you know, a fish tank sitting there. If you're not an EHT person, that's, you know, there's lots of tricks. They do. They do. I don't think that's gonna change. Look at this stuff here. The shade. I have to apologize in advance. My words are not good today. Little cobble chair. I don't have my words today. Oh, that's a toilet for you. That's a different one. So they must have used the ice or something. There's that ice sculptures that people use upside down to be a toilet water. And I think they did the same thing here. Hi, look. What happens if we don't look away quick? Do we die? This is really pretty. So this is what I'm going to enter for the antiquity because I don't care if you guys see it. I have to fix it anyway so we could do some fiddling while I'm there. But I want to fix the color of the water. Because the color of the water is wrong. I might change not just the color, but we'll figure out what to do about it in general. There's a lot of different options for water in EHT. You can do fast water, slow water. A lot of times I like to use something that isn't even water. It's aether. But this is the dirt and water combination. Now, what I think I want to change is actually the dirt. Because the dirt is so dark that it's possible that that's what's really sucking underneath this and pulling out the color. I think it's a combination. Make it brighter. There we go. I think we look more beachy with the dirt. Although, I really liked the sand, so maybe we'll go back to sand. Ah! Not that. What did I just do? A maple tree. That's just great. Thank you. Yeah, I really needed a maple tree right over my head. Sand. That sand pouring is tempting, but it would be weird looking. Because it really shouldn't be pouring, should it? Alright. We'll do rotation, and then Alt for the size. Because we need to make it humongous to cover the whole area. So there. There we go. Now, I do want to make this a little less glaring. There you go. That'll work. What wouldn't fit? Okay, and then I'm going to fix the water to be less transparent, I think. Be a little bit glowier. Ah, there we go. Something that looks more like the sky. Picks up more of the sky color. Oh, I could flip it other way down. It might work. Who knows? See, the current is what worries me. The current might be a little too fast. Well, what I really want, I can't use because when you make it huge, it looks weird. I really wanted to use the Aetherius, but where's my water mild current? I'm gonna delete this. And we'll try other things. There's water at Coldharbour, which is what I started with, but the glow is really too much. What did I just delete? Because I certainly didn't delete the water, which is what I wanted to remove. Delete. Yeah, we'll try the Coldharbour again, and we'll just lighten it. There, glazed. Where'd you go? There you is. Height. There. Now we'll turn down the brightness because the brightness is really just glaring. Ah, that'll work. That will work. A little more tropical color. Rotate. And then size. Oops. That's it. That's it. That'll work. That's what I'm looking for. Beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna make it a little higher to cover the fishies. And I'm doing it like this, like just so it covers, because there's some things that need to be higher or lower or whatever. So I gotta be careful about it. Like if this had gone up too high. Oh, did the house or did the other thing fall through? I'm assuming yes. I'm sorry. See, I'm sort of iffy about the transparency. Like, I don't know if I want to make it more or less transparent, but I do like it. So let's try making it a little less transparent, because I keep going back and forth on the idea. I think that works as a little less. I'm sorry. Fishies can be fine, but you see the cutout there? Gotta be really careful about where you put things, effects wise, because if they mix, sometimes they'll cut pieces out. You'll see edges and shit, even though you really shouldn't. So I gotta fix that. This will be my unique no, now he's missing. Okay, you just gotta go down. There. Up a little. See the other fishy shows. There. Now, the problem is, the way I did my antiquity, I'm not sure is good enough. Alright, you're down too low, mister. Not the bubbles. I'm talking about the shell. There. Now you can see the whole shell. I did show this once to J Hart before, but I've added something to it. Now, I don't know if it's enough. It's really not very antiquity-ish. But part of me doesn't care. Because like we all have discussed, Stabby is just so over it. I might just delete that one. Yeah, and make this one longer. No, can't. I hope it worked out. So, see her head? That's where I put the antiquity. Now, I don't think it's very, I think it's really subtle. And I'm not sure it's good enough. The alternative would be the moose basins at her feet, but I think that's pretty... Or maybe the moon basin coming out of her would be kind of cool too. No, I don't think the effects work as nicely. No, it doesn't work. Huh. Who would have guessed? Who would have thunk it? No. Yeah, you have to delete your EHT and then reinstall it. Seriously, that's what the problem is. I had to do it too. Don't delete your stuff. Like, don't delete your no. Absolutely do not delete your files. Just delete the add-on. So when Minion asks you delete saved files as well, you want to hit no. No, no, no. So I guess I'm going to just leave it with that as the antiquity, which isn't all that great and is really subtle. Thank you. I don't know. I feel like maybe I didn't do a good job. Maybe it's too subtle. I don't know. Let's put her up just a tiny tad. Which will mess up my fishies, but that's okay. I'll fix my fishies. Actually, delete the fishies. The fishies don't need to be there. Yes. And it'll work perfectly. Alright, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to publish this right now. And I'm going to actually do the reload UI because I want to make sure that it actually works. Well, first things first, I need to check my permissions, which should be limited visitor. I had it as limited visitor. Publish to community. Confirm. Confirm. Now it's going to reload. Hopefully. Congratulations. She deserved it. She's not a nice person. She's a bad person. Let me change the temperature in my house. Where's my Eco Bee? Eco Bee! My husband's automating the whole house. It's his hobby now. So I can change the temperature from anywhere. It sounds completely indulgent, but then when you remember that I have arthritis, it's actually kind of nice to not have to always get up every time I want to, you know, do something, because it hurts sometimes to get up. Oh, because she's awful? Yeah. This may not fully reload because it might be a memory issue that it can't reload right now with my OBS open. If that's the case, I'll just turn some things off and reload it without them. Yeah, I don't know why it is that EHT screwed up, because it did it to me too. It completely screwed up after I installed the new one. It didn't like fully delete the old one or something. Yeah, see, I knew this was gonna happen. Oh, that's interesting. That was a weird pop-up there. So I'll turn off and stuff. Doesn't need to be on. This doesn't need to be on. This should load. Does it? Yeah, Thursday. I think you're right. Yes. I don't know if it's worth it for me. I really don't. Because some of those quests I've done so much to get the waterfall that I'm like really over it. So I'm not sure. I could probably buy it for cheap from other people. But I don't want to. Yeah, that's true. Generally, though, I can buy anything I need that's Eleanor without having to craft it myself. But I guess it might be cheaper to craft it for someone who's trying to save money. Yeah, that should last. I think I have like 15 or 20 at most. I don't think I have a lot. Right. Is that... Yeah, I guess it doesn't come out of gear. By doing both, you mean NA and EU? Because that's insane. That's an insane amount of work. Especially if you're doing it on alts. I suppose if you're doing it on one character each server, it's not so bad. Ah, I see. I may have to turn off more things. Right. Some of those quests aren't too bad, but some of them are just, ugh. I don't know, Doctor. What is going on probably is I'm going to have to go in through, without Steam. What's going on is, the connection to Steam is the one that's slowing things down, and then it times out. So it's not really using RAM, it's as much as it's timing out the connection. So if it keeps sitting like this much longer, I'm going to use my regular connection and not my Steam connection. But, well, I think it's stuck, if I had to guess. So let's fix this, shall we? Alright, let's use non-Steam. Non-Steam means one less jump, so that should load up just fine. I just like using Steam because of convenience, but it almost always works better in the regular server login. I mean, the regular ZeniMax login. Yeah. So this is like one less jump. Shouldn't time out once I get to the screen. If it ever gets there. If it ever gets there. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Even the main server is giving me trouble. There we go. What else can I turn off? Oh, I don't need AGS. And I don't need research timer. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any of it. I might do my daily something, but I won't be doing a ton of things. I'll try to get my daily awesome box, whatever it is. Also, if I have Chrome open, I need to close it. Chrome is the mind killer. Yep, I have Chrome open. Chrome, goodbye. The mind killer. That is Chrome. That should work. These are just weird things that I've noticed. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know. Oh, I hope you work. If you don't work, I'm going to have to call it. And that's going to be annoying. Come on. Work. 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 Work it, bitch. Ah, it worked. Yay! Cool. And here are the effects. And it is done. All is fixed now. Yayness. So this is my antiquity. I'm not really thrilled with the idea of it. I don't think it's fantastic, but what you're gonna do with all that junk in your trunk. Okay, let's go down. We did Avernus. Jackalope, all Velothi though. We can do Shutterbug's Coldharbour, because this isn't really doing a Coldharbour. So I'm thinking about, should I just take my Coldharbour out of the running, do you think? I should just tell him not to visit it? Because the use of the antiquity is so subtle. I kind of got the feeling from it that the antiquity should be the punchline or the most important thing. I just don't know. Oh, this must have been a moo contest, because I see a moo head. All right, we've got a moo head, and I knew most people were going to be putting it on a statue or giving it a body or something, but it's all about how you do it. And I like that there's a griffin right next to it. And a guar. And everybody has them praying to him, which is interesting. There is no rule like that, but that doesn't, just because there's no rule like that doesn't mean it's gonna be good. You know, I think people might be like, oh, that's nice. You know, and I would be embarrassed by it. Nice gardening as well, Shutterbug. I don't know what's in the Jester's box. I guess the idea is nothing. It's just that he loves Jester's boxes. So that would make sense. It sort of fits his character. Hey, Ginger Snap, I looked at your house. It was beautiful. It was actually shockingly beautiful. And I really didn't expect a J-Heart entry to be that beautiful. Gorgeous. I thought everything would be silly, and it does have an element of silly, but it's so beautiful that I was shocked. Now this one is by Wur again, and Wur did it. Yes! Your moo is gorgeous. It's actually really beautiful. You did a fantastic job. This was done by Wur with her mother. They built it together. No, I mean it. Mean it. 100% genuinely. It was beautiful and it was genius. Look at how they put the kneeling pads all along the fence. That's really smart. Ah, we have a custom floor made with planks. It makes it look completely different. I like it. Yeah, it's certainly a wow. And then a church, a cross with pillows, the bread, the wine, the pretty flowers that look like lilies, which are a very religious flower, religiously related flower. It really does look like a chapel, doesn't it? Even with the guys up there. I like it. Now, I have a feeling we're pretty much done over here after all of that fighting to get in here. But I do have other things we can always look at. Like, I know people were saying that we should see how different people do different houses. And that's fair. Different people do the same house is what I mean. So hold on a second. I was in the middle of doing something and then I got distracted. What was I up to? $41, I think. So that's earth to air. We're going to go back to looking at the people that that I love, some of their creations for the same houses. So we've got, no, they're not there. Fiendish's House of Gold. We're going to go visit that and then compare it. We've been there before, but that doesn't matter. We're going to compare, totally different styles to one another. And it's not one is better than the other, but some people asked me yesterday if we could look at some of the same houses by different people. So we'll try that. Hey, little fox. Don't forget to shout yourself out, or I will do it right now for little fox. So yeah, we did see this, so we'll be rather quick through it, but it is beautiful. Fiendish is amazing at cobbles especially, but we've got only 4 effects, but generally it's, I remember this house now very clearly. I remember taking a picture of this and saying how cool it was, that fireplace, and there was also a desk. Here's the desk. Isn't that lovely? So I remember this clearly, but we're just going to poke through real quick so that I can refresh y'all before we go on to the other houses. Oh, I love that backsplash. I don't think that I noticed it last time. That's really smart. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that for a backsplash before, but it doesn't surprise me that Fiendish did it because she's a smarty pants. Wow. I don't know how I miss things like that. That's pretty friggin' significant. I don't know why I missed it. I like how you use the back of the headboard to go over the vanity. That looks good. And then the effects of the the ceiling rather, is parquet. It's really just beautiful. I'm gonna poke around where I don't belong. Eek, eek, eek. Yeah, that's it, I think. I think I ran through it really quickly and didn't take a lot of time, but yeah, it's true. But that's why she had to close off so much of it, is because she uses so many items necessarily. I mean, it's not like she's wasting it. She needs to use those items, and that's how she makes it cozy. You did put that statue over there. I don't think that statue's there normally. You must have added that. Does it? I'm glad. I am very glad. I don't think there's anything up here. But I forgot. I just want to make double sure because I didn't expect that statue there. Yeah, I didn't think so. When I saw it, I was like, oh shit, maybe I've missed stuff. But yeah, she had to really eat up her item count in order to get it like this. Oh, I'm sorry, Tactical. Gotcha. He's in my Hundings on a rock out in the ocean. Hanging out. Doing his thing. Whatever his thing is. Being a loser, I guess, because it's Hugh. Okay, so I don't think Greek... No, Greek does not have one. Who are the other people? Research, who doesn't have one up. Swankery, who I don't think has one. No. Okay. So Earth Tear, and then... What comes after Earth Tear? 42 is... St. Dellen. So we need Danielle there. If she did one. No Danielle there. Fiendish did one. We'll check that out. Now the people I picked were like 5 of my favorite. Not in order, in any order, and not like my exclusively only 5 people or do I love, but these were the 5 people that I did at the time pick. So I know, but I liked your planter entry. It's something you did with the house. I wouldn't worry about it. But it's, look, you say only, but first of all, you carpeted it, which most people don't do. And it's actually my favorite kind of thing is using the Breton carpet with, usually I like other the rugs put on top of it, but I'm fine with it. And I loved the colors in this, and this pokey out bits at the top. So that was really stunning. I don't know how you made it so close together. In my flower entry, I tried. I could not get things to look that full and then still stay in the space that I wanted it in. So I give you massive credit for that. We don't have to spend a lot of time in the ones that we've seen, but it's fun. Greek Vamp. Isn't it, though? She's super talented. Now, Greek Vamp has, I think, a holiday house in this one, if I remember. Yeah, I relocated mine also to my Hundings. Mine is sitting in Hundings. Right in front of the, whatchamacallit. Right in front of the stables. And so Greek Vamp also carpeted the whole place, but he also carpeted the sides on the top. And then he's got a Christmas tree here, and then his pet got screwed up. He used to have a pet just laying on this, but I think it got screwed up. But like I said, just a simple holiday house. So now you have 2 different people how they worked it. And then I wonder if Research did one here. Like the way you work it, no diggity. Get a bag it up. Research does stuff everywhere. I would be very surprised if he didn't. Financial reporting, St. Dellens. I think this is the one with Tiffus. We may have seen these. I can't remember. We'll scoot on to the next one. I think we did see these. Yeah. But I needed to hit up to this anyway, so it's all good. Yeah, but it's only 30 items, so you're limited. You know? Alright, what was the next thing we were going to look at after St. Dylan's? Amaya. I think we did that too. Alright, what comes after Amaya? Velothi. It's allowed. You're allowed to have lunch. I did not show you this. Danielder's. Did she take it down? Danielder's Velothi. No, she must have taken it down. Lonely Shrine. You are clever. That is true. Yeah, I'm not changing my Kragenhome. My Kragenhome I really like. I try not to change too much. But sometimes I do. Alright, so this is Lonely Shrine Velothi. That's ridiculous. I love you, Fiendish. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous in a good way. Like, just the fact you were able to do this with Velothi is just... I think I had this reaction the last time I saw it. Just like, this is insanity. I think this is your building home? No, that must be something else. I think this is just really cool. I don't remember this detail. The offerings for in front of the candles, but that's pretty accurate, I think. Look at the coins sticking up from the fountain. Look at that detail. It's just so cool. I think maybe you changed this a tiny bit since the last time I've seen it. Yes, this is Velothi. This is what Fiendish does and why she's one of my favorite builders. She completely transforms places into something unrecognizably good. And then up here, you have a bedroom probably for the caretaker of the shrine, I would think. Which is why he's lonely. Yeah, NA. And here's the bell she created. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is the porch normally. So let's take a look outside again real quick. I'll go to the front. So this is when you walk in. There's your Velothi bug house. So yeah, Fiendish 898 on NA. This is her Velothi, and it is stunning, and I love it. And she's super talented. So yeah, people do crazy stuff with these houses. I don't think we have a Greek vamp of this. He did mostly older houses. We do, maybe. No, we don't have permission. All right. Oh, your homes are great. Don't beat on yourself. Please. That's not what this is all about. We're all so different, you know? We all do things differently. Where's research? Nope. And then Swankery, if it's open. Nope. And then Alexandira's too, if she has one. Oh, who's here? Oh, Malvigor made it here that quickly. Oh, Malvigor, you're funny. Maldorin, whichever you want to go by. Yeah, there's a lot of details there. You can spend a lot of time just looking at it. I mean, I think one of Research's favorite homes is not even like, if I remember correctly, it's not even all that Research Monkey-y. This is a very simple home, regular type of, what kind of home would I call this? A bug house. Yeah, Fiendish is amazing. She really is. That's why she's in my, you know, in the choice of my favorite builders of all time, is she's in there because she's so good. All right, the next house is Telgalen, which I'm not thinking most people have one of. Okay. Autumn Gate, Lil Fox. Got it. Yeah, I like those too. They're fun. I don't think any of my people have Telgalans. I think that they typically work in smaller spaces. Yeah, they all work in smaller spaces than that. Ah! All right. Lynchel is next. Now I know some of them have lynchels. I don't think Green Vamp does, though. Where did Fiendish? Last visited a year ago. I actually have been there, though. I don't think he has it. Swankery might. And what about Research? I don't think Research has it. I don't think they buy homes. Yes, Woobin is amazing. We'll get there. I just want to make sure that I'm doing this the way that I had intended. Swankery's Tinkertown. Oh, we'll just spend a minute in here because I've shown it plenty of times. But it's a, her airships are here. So we'll just pop in, look at the airships, and then go on. Because I've shown them so many times, but I do love me some airships. If you are an airship type person, this is a terrible time of day to look at them because they're all washed out from the glow. But there's one, and then she's got this one. And you can actually go on that one if you walk up the stairway. And then here's the wagon. Wagon is great, yeah. Or, I don't know what to call it. Is it a wagon? What the hell is it? Some sort of construction creature thing. But yeah, we've looked at all of these, so I don't want to spend too much time on them, but they are here and pretty amazing. There is. Up there at the top. We can pop over there. I'll go up so you can see it. There's also this tower. But we'll go up to the biplane. See? There's the biplane. Isn't that neat? And then this is how you walk up there, if you want to get closer to it. And this is her lintel. So if you want to visit, yeah, Lil, you're absolutely right, Lil Fox. That's got to be what it is. There was an arrow on the way up. No, it was at the bottom. All right, lintel, then Coldharbour. All right, I think most of these people have Coldharbours because it's basically free. Blueberry Gardens. Let me let my cat in. He's crying. Yes? If you want to sit there, you can. You can come in too. Like the way you work it. No diggity. Mm-hmm. All right, so Blueberry Gardens, here we are. I think this is a takeoff on Knoxberry Gardens. So Blueberry Botanical Gardens, admission 2 gold. I don't know if it's a takeoff or inspired by, or maybe it has nothing to do with it, so I shouldn't talk. But here's a desert kind of biome section. And then I think she has different biomes. And this is autumnal biome. This is a winter biome with Nordic look. This is an Alinor biome. Now you saw what I did, which was my aquarium. So totally different type of style here. This is a swampy one. I really like the colors she chose for the water. That's she also used the Coldharbour water, but she changed the color. And I love the hanging lamps. Those are like my favorite. Here's a lava heated one. Stone Falls, I guess. I wish Cardi would fix the lava to look a little more realistic. That's one of my not favorites in terms of textures, but he used what he had, and who's, you know, I shouldn't complain. Here's a there's a greenhouse in here now. This glass is all fake, so she's darkened the glass to make it more stand out more, but then she's got the greenhousey stuff going on in here. And then there's more biomes on the interior circle, and here's the gift shop. But I only looked at the exterior circle, but there is an interior circle when we get around to it. Around to it, I think. Yeah. What? You can come in. This is the coral-y type one. Again, using the Coldharbour water. I think it looks lovely. I love when people put diverse, different kinds of stuff in it. And here's her aquarium in here. It's a mixture of real and effects. And you've got the kelp and fishies and stuff moving. I really like what EHT can do with different, fish tanks. Fish tanks can be all sorts of different ways, and they're spectacular. So this is a cave environment. So she's got just tons of different environments in this. Why can't I walk out of it? Area. In this area, it's all biome. But I've toured this before, so we're not going to spend a ton of time. I don't feel so bad zipping through when we've seen them before, right? So that was Danielle Der. Just finish that one? 48 weeks ago. Goodness. I don't know if I remember it from 48 weeks ago. some people were saying it's good to revisit houses, so certainly it's been a while for these. Buddy, you can come in. You don't have to sit right there and wait for me. Alright. No, it doesn't seem familiar, but I don't know why I'm not signed in if I've been here. Well, there were problems with the screens before. I don't remember this. It's really pretty, though. Another fiendish creation. Oh, it was rebuilt. Okay. Well, then I haven't seen it. A Coldharbour created by fiendish, which means it's a transformation to begin with. Look at the way she's put all the right flowers right outside there. It's everything is framed so beautifully. And I'm a fan of this fireplace with these grates. She tends to use the Ayleid grates, and that might be the hanging light one, I'm not sure. But even with the chimney and everything, I'm a fan. Some storage. Looks like a lot of the windows are combined Ayleid. And then carpeting as wallpaper. A lot of people do that, and it looks good. And then the rose trellises as walls, which I've seen, but not usually doubled up like this, so that's pretty cool. You even have the curtain up there. Those are a bitch to work with. I refuse to work with them anymore until we're given better tools. Yes. Oh, wow, look at this. I don't think I remember this at all, so this must be newer, or I've got no memory. So, we'll look at that using a bed as the backsplash. Isn't that cool? Even the cabinetry, just everything about it is so pretty. And then we've got a lovely sink with an Alinor fountain with a bed from elsewhere sunken into it, I think. Is that just the cloth sunken down so you only see the top? Because that's a pretty cool idea, actually. Malgagor, can't wait to come visit. Lovely bedroom. You're so talented. Did I miss any of anything? Because I am really bad about missing things, especially if they're hidden. But I have a feeling that you used almost all your item slots in just this. Okay. Yeah, well, you have to make them small in order to fit this much detail in it. That almost looks like a painting. And that's just the normal gateway, but it's so beautiful with the plants behind it. Gorgeous. You're so good. You're so good. Now, I think Greek Vamp has a zoo or something here. I forget. Okay. Oh, no, Greek Vamps. Oh, this is my favorite house ever of all time. Greek Vamp's Coldharbour is his castle. It's his, vampire castle. Or, I think is it Lucifer's? Not Lucifer. What's the name of the vampire? Dracula's castle. Isn't that amazing? Wait till you get up to the top. You can actually go in it. But way he did it off in the distance like this, it looks so far away. It is. That's why it's my favorite house of all time. It's just so well done. Um, and I've seen so many houses, but this is just amazing. And then he's got this outside, this cart. And I've shown this house a zillion times, but it's good every time I look at it. And then, wow, I don't know that I ever. Oh, I found this before, but here's a hidden grave. Or a hidden mausoleum or something. Here's the cemetery. And then you come around, and you've got the entrance. And then, oh, it's so cool. Then the whole house is in here. So you've got a fully constructed house at the top of that amazing walkway up. It's not even just a simple nothing. It's a completely, fully executed home. With Numisma sort of kind of being dead. There's an arrow there. What is the arrow for? He doesn't do things like that without reason. He almost always has a reason for things. Wait, there's arrows everywhere, pointing all different ways. That's really bizarre. I don't know that I ever noticed that before. So then we have Tithys over here. I know, this house is incredible. This house is just something else. But really the best part of it is the front view. Because you look up and you're like, I can't believe how off in the distance it is. You know, looks so far away. And then you go all the way up and you're up. I think it's part of the platforms, but I'm not certain. But isn't that amazing? It's just amazing. I'm in love with that house. Alright, even as I don't like scary houses, and I'm in love with that house. Okay, who's next? Research if he has one. The Forlorn Fisher. I think I know this one. This one might just be the cabin on the water. Yeah. I still haven't built anything on my moon sugar, but I will. Okay, so no, I'm wrong about this. This is The Forlorn Fisher by Research Monkey. I think this is an aquarium. Yeah. Okay. So Research, much like me, did an aquarium, but he did it without EHT and he did it beautifully with schools of fish and all sorts of stuff going on, like crashed ships and and there's the Forlorn Fisherman up there. And here's a crab trap. And a way up, but we'll go there last. So this is an underwater beast made with the Nyx. It's kind of adorable. And a fallen ruin. It's actually not all that ruiny, suppose, as much as it's just sunken. I have been here before, but it's been a while. And then I think you see it from above up here. You've got the fisherman looking down, sad. And then everybody all cringing to Malakath, and I think he, not Malakath, Molobal, and I think he added these skulls. I don't think they're normally there. So, and there's the fishy basket. So yet another thing to do with a Coldharbour. Now, I don't know if Swankery did anything with it. I think Zendara has done almost every house, so we'll go visit it 47 weeks ago. And this will be it because I've hit a wall. It is very pretty. Not a bunny in sight, too. Which is very unlike research. I should redo it with a bunny fisherman. Yay! Seacoat, thank you! You're so sweet. Much appreciated. I'm planning on going to EU tomorrow. I'm going to write that down too. Alright, so this is Endira's, oh, I don't think this is done anymore. I think this is probably just storage now. Sadness. So let's not finish on that. Let's finish by going to, we were going to go to Lil Fox's, Autumn's Gate because she's gonna take it down soon, so we'll finish on that. Oh, you're gonna overdose on Fiendish, aren't you? Potatoes. Potatoes. Please don't boil me, mash me, put me in a stew. Alright. Potatoes. This, I believe, wasn't this for the potato contest? But look, there's a jester's coffer full of forks and knives. Really adorable. Yeah, well, they're adding more. And then there's a sugar bowl in here. And lots of other stuff. And the butterfly trees, which I love. Oh, I thought this was so cute. Alright, so what I loved about this one was you've got a wedding going on, right? And so each of these are so cute. Look at how they're dressed. So you've got the bride with her little veil on, and she's got a big white dress, and then you have the groom. He even has a cape and a hat and a sidearm. I mean, he's pretty amazing. And then you have the ring bearer. Look at the tiny little details. You got the 2 little rings on the plate, and this dress. It's so adorable. And then Zabi's running, you know, Zabi's doing the show. And then over here you have the maid of honor. And she's wearing a little red dress. And I'm not sure who this is. It's probably another maid of honor, but a little girl. Can't tell. And then on this side, you have his people dressed in blue with spoons. So adorable. And then you've got the guests over here. On his side, you have apple people guests and potato people guests and a piece of cheese's guests. And then on this side, you have more guests. You have her guests. And you've got potato people wearing hats. And you've got apple people wearing hats. I love this little pointy hat. And a radish. And I mean, it's just, when I saw this, I was squealing with amusement because it was so cute. And I was actually kind of surprised it didn't win because it was so detailed and so beautiful. I loved it. So thank you for this, Little Fox, and thank you for reminding me of it because it was just so much fun. I adored this build. It took such detail work. There was a carrot, but you couldn't get it to work right. That's fair. That's fair. But thanks for reminding me again. I am going to call it I'll dump you into USEP for people who are for lurkers, because I know a lot of people just as lurkers just want to be dropped off. So thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. And for those of you sticking around, I'll drop you in USEP. UESP. I really can spell. Really, I can. It always takes so many times. Okay. Thanks. You too. Bye, Ginger. Come on, load. Raid channel. Here we go. Start raid. I did. Thank you. See you soon.